Listen, this is the most foolproof method, bar none, that's worked for countless YouTube creators. And I guarantee it'll work for you to boost your views and your subscribers to get what you want. But there is a catch, and I want to talk about it in this video. The fact is you can move forward. You can get exceptional results on YouTube, but you're going to have to stretch a little bit. Here's what's exciting too, is like, even if you suck, if you're just getting started, you're not sure, I really guarantee that you will see tremendous results if you use this method. But we need to get something from the mailbox, hopefully for video, YouTube. So the idea is simple. Begin by getting really clear and honor yourself and what you want, which is YouTube growth. So the thing to think about is, if you really want to grow, then you want to take the time to say, I'm going to publish, I'm fully committed, and I'm going to clean the deck. I'm going to clean the deck. I'm going to clear the deck. I'm going to make things easier as much as possible. And there are so many things that you can do to eliminate the overwhelm, the stress, the time it takes to film, and so on. This will allow you to publish more videos, which will absolutely grow your channel. And we only need to focus on maybe 5 things moving forward, and we're going to let go of the stuff that doesn't matter. So thing number 1 we're going to talk about, but not much, is YouTube titles. Your titles are probably one of the most important things that you can really focus on to get more views and so on. Now, item number 2 is, stick with me. You don't know, you think you do. YouTube thumbnails. Your goal is to simplify the process of making thumbnails, and you want to repeat and stick to the method that you develop over the next 60 to 90 days. A simple picture, a few words, try things out. Once you have something that's easy and repeatable, you're good to go. Now this next one is really key. Your video topics, don't worry about it. Again, we want to eliminate everything we overthink, analyze, trying to dial everything in. Don't do that. Instead, just focus on videos that have done well for other channels and make those videos. That's it. And that was item number 3. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, my name is Brian. It's all about YouTube, and I'm so glad you made it. We need you. However, what we do want to do is be really intentional with the niche and the type of videos we're publishing. The more they relate to one another, the more you're going to boost your views, because viewers aren't going to come in and watch one video, they'll watch 2, especially if you go deep on a topic. If you're talking about video editing, gardening, weight loss, whatever it is, go deep, stick to that niche, and you'll have more viewers watch multiple videos, which totally triggers the algorithm. And even better, when we talk about the algorithm, man, this method, the algorithm loves it. Here's the thing, the YouTube algorithm rewards new videos that have been published, and they're new over the last handful of days, get a boost in views. Now, the algorithm prioritizes this because people love new things. So what happens is, when you're publishing videos on the same topic, you're going deep, your videos are going to be more likely to be recommended to viewers coming in. They're not going to watch one video, as mentioned, they'll watch 2 or 3, because the algorithm's going to prioritize your video when you're able to publish 2 videos in a week, 3, and so on. Now, that can really be challenging, but as we continue with this vlog style video, I'll break down methods you can use to reduce the strain of publishing, to reduce the overthinking. And I want to talk about that catch, because like anything in life, there is a catch, and this probably won't work for everybody, but it'll definitely work for you if you want it badly enough. And by the way, if you're new to the channel or you're a returning viewer, it is so great to have you here. This has worked for me so many times, and I know it can work for you too. Let's keep going. One of the things that I've been doing forever, and it's really helped me, is to focus on things other than views and subscribers that'll make it fun and interesting for me. So I've always really dug nature, wildlife photography, wildflowers, and so like I'm outside a lot right now, and it's really creating an exciting feeling for me, like it's reinventing the experience of publishing videos. If you feel like you've been at this a while and you're struggling, keep going. Or if you're not sure, well then try different things and really focus on what you love. So as you're making those playlists, right, different playlists, like if you've got a channel, let's say gardening, I think I mentioned this, you could have container gardening, herb gardening, and so on. Try different video styles, a vlog style like this video, a talking head video, and so on. And then see what really resonates with you and really creates this feeling of excitement and enjoyment, because that will keep you going beyond the disappointment of not getting what you want, which we all face. In fact, did you know that the vast majority of YouTubers, most of their views come from maybe 20%, 30% of their videos? Meaning most of your videos you're gonna struggle, and even worse, but it's the truth, is that the YouTubers that you're watching, almost none of them blew up out of the gate. Literally, I want you to think about YouTubers you're watching and then look at their early catalog and try to detect, did they blow up in 5 or 20 videos? Probably not. You can do this. It's so powerful too. Man, I'm just excited for you and for me too. Oh, and it's too long to bend down, goodness. Now, how are you gonna actually make this work? By reducing the time you edit, by spending more time doing things like getting in front of the camera, creating a voiceover, leveraging ChatGPT to get tons of talking points and so on. Don't spend hours editing. Don't spend hours and hours finagling over a YouTube thumbnail. Instead, keep the ball moving and just really get good with that statement. It doesn't matter, I'm gonna make and publish a video anyway. The more you say that while striving to improve, while striving to really connect with an audience, the more likely you'll make it happen. But just how far would you be willing to go? You know, I'm noticing all these incredible wildflowers. Oh, here's, I've seen 30 kinds of wildflowers. It's absolutely stunning. And again, this is something that you can do to try to really identify for yourself what's going to excite you about making a video beyond getting more views. Because when you connect with that, you can repeat that, allowing you again to stay in the game. I love nature and I love exploring. So my question for you is, how far are you willing to go? You know, and it's funny, this next tip is so powerful, but often overlooked. Just focus on one thing after you publish your video. After you publish, review the video and choose one thing that you know is going to have a bigger impact on viewers. Things like your video editing. You're not going to overdo it, but a little bit of editing will go a long way. Your thumbnails, again, strive to find one thing. Maybe your audio sucks. What can you do to improve it? And then really what we want to do is we want to focus on doing just that, improving the audio or the thumbnails as we publish, and that will allow us to to improve. Baby, get back over here. Baby, come. I'm scared. I know, me too, but don't go, just stay right there. It's a little scary. I don't know if I filmed the rattlesnake, but, and I've been telling Maria, I'm like, stay behind me. And I've been careful and I've been looking and I did a good job. It's still scary. But what are you supposed to do? Like, I have to be out here. I'm not gonna bow down. I'll carry on, I'll stake my claim. So how about getting comfortable in public? Like, this is a bit of a stretch for myself, but honestly, don't care. I think I've normalized the process of filming outdoors and it's getting easier. It'll get easier for you too. And you know what's interesting is over time, it does get enjoyable. And again, it just doesn't really matter as much as it once did. And this is true for so many things where people are involved. Like public speaking, I used to be terrified, and now not so much. I've done it enough times, and the more you do it, the more you'll get comfortable. And if you think, I'm not sure, no way, this is exactly how I felt as well. And sorry about the background noise, but again, I don't really care. I'm going to do what I can in software. So editing, this is another reason to edit. I'll do some voice isolation, background noise removal, and it'll be good enough. 7.5 gallons thus far. Here's the thing, as you move forward and you start to do this, chances are it's gonna feel totally off and wrong. It's not working, and that's totally normal because you're just getting started with the process. Keep going. Stroll around the trout pond. Belted kingfisher, mule deer, red fox, raccoon, and of course trout. I put on a new filter on the lens. Should make it easier to see through and see past the reflections in the water. A polarizer filter is what it's called. Did you see? Did you see the little trout baby? Boy, that muffler is pretty loud. Let's talk about your YouTube description. This can be used to optimize, but sadly not really your views, because the only thing that truly matters and can trigger the algorithm is watch time and engagement. So you can get clicks and you can make money with your YouTube description, but things like your description, your meta tags, hashtags, they don't have a huge impact on your ability to get views. Something to think about moving forward. This is the perfect vantage point. So many beautiful trout right down here. One of the things you can do to boost your views is leverage social media. Now, it's not going to have a huge impact, but every little bit helps. Now, one of the things and strategies is to tell people what you're doing, really trying to create like a challenge, letting people know that you're really into this and you're going to strive to do this thing for a while, publish so many videos, or I'm starting a YouTube channel, and just update people. Over time, it will have an impact. That's how I grew my social following on Facebook to over 10,000 YouTube subscribers. Another thing to really think about as you start publishing regularly is you'll start to find what you love, and furthermore, and more importantly, what makes your channel unique and different compared to other channels that are really covering the same topics that you are. This is really hard to know and understand when you're not publishing often enough, but over time, you'll really start to pick up thoughts and ideas. People will comment and so on. You know, so often people make it about like, well, how do I get comments? Well, how do I do this? How do I get more views? And the more we focus on the actual content, the more that'll actually happen. And another thing that really adds engagement to your video, no, that's not right. Another thing that really adds interest to your videos is to mix it up and add different types of media. Try slow motion on your phone. Try shooting a panoramic photo for your thumbnail. Like Maria was just like, hey, grab a panoramic with my phone, and we did this kind of like it's a portrait. It's not what it was meant for. But there are no rules in content creation. And it reminds me, like one time I've heard so many people say like, oh, if you're not filming in 24 frames per second, you have to do this. You have to use this color profile. It's ridiculous. As a creative, you know, you don't need a license to try things, to experiment, and adding those to your video will allow you to find what gives you your unique angle and so on. And it's funny, like this is what Maria and I do. We just go out, we experiment, we have fun. You know, it's not brain surgery. No one's gonna die. Even if you publish a video and people leave a bad comment, that's on them. It's not on you at all. And thinking about small details, the more you do this, the more you can start thinking and adding small details on top of each other, like what I'm wearing. I like the way this blue shirt looks in video. It's simple. I like the tan pants. When we were shooting photos, Maria's like, take a photo. Because this tree is on the left of me, you're right, I wanted to have my camera here to kind of create balance and so on. And right now, like I'm hiding this water bottle because I don't want it to be in the shot. These are so stupid, but I promise you, these are the kind of details that creators who have grown a sizable channel, they're thinking about. Now, does that mean you have to be conscious of what you wear? Maybe. It really depends on you, but it does mean that the more you focus on the details, what am I shooting? Do I have bullet points? Can I stay on topic? Did I create a nice thumbnail? And right now I'm looking around trying to think about that very thing, and I'm thinking we might shoot 16 millimeters, which is a detail, right? That's a very wide angle look. You can capture that on your iPhone, which is awesome. The newer models, the Pro models that is, they shoot 14 millimeters. On the wide end, that's 0.5, and then the camera that's that shoots 24 millimeters. If you'd like to learn more about like how to really save when it comes to good camera equipment, leave me a comment below. I don't think most people will be watching this far into the video, but if you are, the lens I'm filming with right now, Maria, is $300, and yet it retails for around $1,000. It's beautiful glass, perfecto. Let's go get that 16 mil and shoot a thumbnail. We're filming in the middle of the road in a state park, but nobody's here, and we have it all to ourselves. Here's a trick that'll help you to create better looking videos, no matter you're on one of these, a camera. And that is when it is direct sun, it's super bright, it's better to find a place that's a bit shady. That's why I filmed in those aspen trees over here. Now, I've got this little pocket of shade that you probably can't see too much. I'll take some B-roll of this as we walk away. Here's the shade that I was in from the pine tree that was in the background of the last shot we took. I think it looks so much better to film in the shade rather than to film in direct sunlight. Like right now, I'm guessing there's kind of some sun and shadows on my face, and it just doesn't look that good, in my opinion. What are your thoughts? How do you overcome direct, harsh sunlight?